What was the name of the suspect?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
We met on Grindr.
When we're talking about this incredible arc that Kwame is going through as a gay Black man who's exploring his sexual freedom in a way that he wasn't able to back home.
There's a very kind of narrow kind of set of examples of the type of Black men that we're allowed to see on our screens. And I think that is a kind of like violent erasure of like the spectrum of the Black male experience. So not that I'm saying that this is like the quintessential or like the seminal kind of example of what it means to be a different kind of Black gay man, but it is a different type of Black man to what we often see on our screens. And I think it's for us to really have like in the general consciousness a real understanding of what it means to be Black male, and in Britain right now it's important that we see as many different examples as possible. So yeah, the responsibility is huge, but the importance is crucial.
Can you tell us about how you prepare for such a scene that Kwame went through in that room with the Grindr date?
But yeah, in terms of preparation for that particular scene, like we did work with an intimacy coordinator over a long period of time. Actually, like I had my first rehearsal for that scene maybe 4 months before we actually shot it. You know,
wow.
So like we kind of had the foresight to realize that number one, there was great responsibility attached to that scene because it was a crucial part of like explaining, also showing people an act, I guess, that they don't see that often on television, and therefore allowing them to kind of like humanize it. I don't know if that's the right word to explain it, but like there's definitely a responsibility greater than I think with another type of sex scene, because it's not just the assault that happens before, it's the consensual scene that happens before. It's all part of it, and one doesn't work without the other. You literally hear him say, "No, stop doing that, get off me." Very clearly you hear him saying that, and the other character chooses not to respond to that or chooses not to act on hearing that. So like you definitely know that there has been something non-consensual that's happening.
Because I've got to put a name. So what was the name you used? You never know. Someone else might have reported the same name. So
Honeyman 808.
So I wanted to ask you, why aren't gay Black men who are victims of sexual assault taken seriously?
I mean, I couldn't tell you for sure, but I think it's an intersection of a lot of different things. I think a big thing is like the institution of the police finding it difficult to allow Black men to be victims within the kind of paradigm that's been set up. Those institutions are generally encouraged to see Black men as aggressors and perpetrators as opposed to victims. So it's already kind of like off kilter when you find a Black man coming in saying that something has been physically done to me, something has been aggressed upon me. You know, that's already like that's different from the status quo or different from the normal, you know?
What I think this show does a really good job is exploring all these various aspects of sexual assault and rape in this very, very careful and thoughtful way. So is there any way that the show provided an opportunity for you to learn more things about rape culture, made you rethink anything about rape culture in general?
Yeah, definitely. And like, I think this speaks to like several missing links in our education about sex and about our sexualities and about what is right and what is wrong and what's consensual and what isn't consensual, and that leads into rape culture. But like all of those missing links are for me as well, and this is me, someone who's trying to better himself and like learn more and like be less shit, and I'm by no means like the expert or like a kind of like angelic like has never even had a bad thought about anything type person, but I am like someone who's open to learning and bettering and like trying to confront my own kind of insufficiencies or things that I've got wrong or things that I didn't know before. So it's this has been like a real learning curve for me as well.